Mark Dacey Show is brought to you over Broadband Box Office Network, produced at VK Media Studios, Pat Marucci, producer and director. We are archived on Facebook and iTunes, and live every third Wednesday of the month. Hey! Hey! Just, cooking up some new ideas, just in case this doesn't work out. Hi! Welcome to the Mark Dacey Show. I'm him, and this is it. Well, thanks for spending some time. Ready? Pick up your number 2 pencils. Begin! Okay, a couple of things this week have been bothering me. Have you been south on the New Jersey Turnpike? I mean, like, south of, like, say, exit 7? Have you been south to, like, down around, like, Yardley and stuff like that? For about, like, 10 miles, there is nothing but, like, brand new highway, byway, turnpike exits, re-ramping, widening projects. It's like they're dividing ramps going off the surface, new surfaces. They got cones on it. There must be, like, no kidding, there's got to be, like, 100... 200, 300 bulldozers down there, and they got to be dropping like $1 billion on this project, and I don't know where. And we're supposed to be rebuilding the shore. I don't know what's going on, ain't we? There's not enough money to go around there, I hear. I mean, there's not enough money for schools and teachers' salaries and pensions, and some towns are losing their cops and their firemen, but some folks have been foreclosed upon. Houses that have been crushed by Hurricane Sandy almost, I don't know, is this like 7 months later, 8 months later, almost a year, I guess. I mean, yet if you're a road guy, go south, young man, go south. Because, like, around exit 7 on the Turnpike, there is nothing but roads out into the byways of the hinterlands. I don't know where they're going, man, but they're spending a lot of money down there. And with regards to that, I have a plan. And I don't know where the money was supposed to come from. Atlantic City. It was supposed to come from the lottery. It was supposed to improve education. We were going to put the money aside. It was in a lockbox, if you recall. But I don't know where that. It certainly didn't go to Atlantic City. It certainly didn't go to education there, because they're still closing libraries all over the place. Anyway, go down and you could drive for miles. It's fantastic. It just goes off into the countryside. These little ramps and things. Just like nobody's down there. Well, there are. But I don't know if you need a new ramp for a farmhouse. Anyway, I've got a plan to raise some money. I've been working on this. I've been thinking about it. You know how they used to call the Izod Arena the Brendan Byrne Arena because he was the governor who helped build it? Yeah. Until they could find out that they could sell the sponsorship, the name, and the brand to Izod. Ka-ching! Yeah, man, raise some money. So I'm thinking Giant Stadium. No, of course, now it's the MetLife Stadium. Ka-ching! Garden State Art Center? I don't think so. Now it's the PNC Bank Art Music Recreation Center. Ka-ching! They just, get some sponsorship. Hey, the show could use some too. By the way, today's show is being brought to you by KB Design. They're the landscapers. Yeah, so green, so smooth. Who knew? Yes, right here in the metropolitan area of New York. Please give them a call. Kevin Burbank. Google him, for goodness sakes. Anyway, back to our show. Yeah, I'm not above selling out. Okay? I'm not. I can use some bucks too. Spare change, if you will. So here's my idea. Why stop at the Garden State Art Center? Why stop there? Okay, I was to the High Point Monument a couple of weeks ago. Nice day. I went up there. The thing is crumbling down. There's like the door has been stolen. The steps are decrepit, and you can't go inside and go up to the top and and admire the lovely landscape of the upper Ramapo Mountains of northern Jersey, where you can see New York, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. And it's a lovely park, but they're closing it down. There's not enough rangers. They don't have enough money to fix the darn thing. You can't go in it. I say sell it. So here we go. It needs a sponsor. The Budweiser High Monument. Huh? Yeah? Am I talking through both sides of my ears? No. So Sand it down, make it look like a bottle or, or something. Put a pop top on it with some steam. It'll be great. Ka-ching! That's what I'm talking about. Barnegat Light? No, how about Barnegat Bud Light? Sure, man. Stick a big, giant, blinking can of beer on the top of the thing. Ka-ching! Bing! The Garden State Parkway? No. The Garden State Shopway, ShopRite Way. Ka-ching! The Meadowlands? I don't think so. How about the McDonald's lands? There you go. They could give free, burgers out when you go and park there for $14. It's the least they could do. Yeah, baby. I mean, I'm talking about selling off towns, too. Rutherford? No, come on. Be creative. Rutherford. Rather have you driven a Ford lately? Ford. Tinton Falls? How about Taco Bell Falls? Middlesex? I don't think so. How about Chase? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chase. The governor would like that. And I don't know where all that money went for Atlantic City that we were supposed to get. I mean, that's why we voted for gambling, and then the lottery. The lottery was, all that dough was supposed to fix education, but nope. There's no money solution. I say, look, sell off everything. Man, we'll be swimming in it. Swimming in it, baby. So, speaking of communication, speaking of commercialization, here's the worst. The worst. What is it? The worst or the worst? The cheese worst. It's the worst. Here's the worst. You got a minute? No. Oh, I even got a hat for it. Oh, it'll come back to you, I think. Oh, page 3. Or as Paul Harvey would say, page 3. Okay. Oh, there's Colgate, Palmolive, and Viva, and Bounty. There's Procter and Gamble and Ivory and Downey. But do you recall the strangest sales pitch of all? Ellen, this is for you, augmented. The man in the tidy bowl rowboat had the strangest job of all, paddling around your toilet, ascot, jacket, cap, and all. All of us viewers watched as Maytag Man was nice to you, along with that good old Mr. Whipple, the Wendy's owner, and Frank Perdue. Then one clogged up Christmas Eve, they all came to say, tidy with your bowl so bright, won't you clean our pipes tonight? Then how we all just loved him, how we shouted out with glee. The man in the tidy bowl rowboat, you're the bestest friend to me. It's commercial history. Yeah, man. So, really, sell it all off, man. We'll raise some bucks. We will be able to educate our children. We'll be able to pay our teachers. It'll be a wonderful thing. I'm just saying. Now, I like shopping just as much as the next guy. Don't you? Being attacked by my own script. Okay, really, I do. I love shopping. I love to go out there shopping. I spend money and meet people and go to the mall and look at how well someone can look in sweat clothes that haven't been washed for about a week. So anyway, you're getting older when the only place that you can hear your favorite tunes anymore is when you're shopping at AMP. But it's that. Personally, I like shopping with Chopin. Yet, I like hearing Queen at King's. Now they play Jay-Z at AMP. Are the Fergies and and the Fergies are the Fugees and Fergie, only at Food Town. What music is where, and why are they playing The Who? Is Count Basie at Macy's and Bloomingdale's too? Or do the Wailers serenade all the Bloomingdalers? Jerome Kearns plays Stearns. Nickelback at Saks. You can hear Hart and Mozart at Kmart. Rimsky-Korsakov, Rachmaninoff almost live at Fortunoff. Tears for Fears and Britney Spears at Sears. Lord and Taylor Swift. Do they only play rap at the Gap? Yeah. If I go back to Mandy's, can I hear Andy Williams sing Mandy? Is Lady Gaga only at the Wawa? And if music be the food of love, when we shop, coming down from above, are there places to go anymore? Where there are no commercials or musical score? I guess that I'll just stay in bed and listen to the music inside my head. No more to the kind of a noisy pollution. Safe in bed. That's my only solution. I mean, where are you going to go to hear Todd Rundgren these days? You know, between the frozen food and the deli. Hello, it's me.
Pick up on aisle 5. Pick up on aisle 5.
You know, I'm at the deli. I got my boiled ham ordered, and I'm just hanging out. I got number 17 here. Oh, should I put it in the basket? Should I put it in the should I put it in the basket? And so you put it, and then you wait, and then hello, it's me, and you're slowly, you're going back to 1968. You're going, oh, when I was young, I had hair, everything was wonderful, and hello, I've thought about us for a long, long time.
Pick up on aisle 15. Shoppers, special on turkey this week.
But I'll wait till the announcement's over and drift back, because it's the only place I can go anymore with the thing and the guy in the place. So, but, and I think you know what I mean, Pat. Some music is just sacred, which should never be messed around with. I'm talking like stuff like Led Zeppelin.
Thank you very much, Mark. I really appreciate being on the show today. You just flew in from Cali. It's this town is hot, man. Like, I'm really happy to be here. Cool. This is like a tune I wrote for Johnny Mathis, man. He's a really cool friend, and I love him. I love him like cupcakes. I love that man. What more can I say, So this is the way that I wrote it. Cool. I know you kind of said that you want this kind of music for the show, so cool. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And I feel like I'm clinging to a star. I can't understand. I can't stay just holding on. Pat, I can't do this, man, because it's not inside me, man. I'm sorry, I gotta play my own thing, okay? Sorry. Hey, mama says the way you move gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. Hey, child, the way you shake that thing gonna make you burn, gonna make you sing. Man, I don't know. I'll tell you, That band wouldn't have been nothing, man, unless they had all that fancy electronic equipment stuff. They could have never done like the unplugged thing, man. I'm sorry, I think it's all like pre-dubbed and stuff. They couldn't that band they would have been nothing, man. That band wouldn't have been nothing without all that fancy electronic equipment backing them up, man. I'm telling you that right now. They probably would have been doing the Ramada In circuit across Pennsylvania, man, back in the 70s like this. Right, well, my name's Robert Plant, and the name of the group is called Heavy Balloon. And we don't have any fancy electronic equipment or nothing. So we're doing like the unplugged thing, you know. We've got these crappy songs and we're playing these crappy places, but all I can say is that it's great to be here in America. It's great to be here in Altoona, looking over scenic and beautiful downtown Altoona, Pennsylvania. Here at the Ramada tonight. So, we did pick up a drum machine. We do have a drum machine, and hey, got my friend Jimmy Page in drum machine tonight here at the Ramada. And hey, Jimmy, give me that drum machine. Ready? Well, Jimmy, could I please have the drum machine? Right, here we go. All right. Well, I could. Jimmy, the waitresses are not yours, neither is the buffet. It's full of customers. Now, can I please have the drum machine? All right. You know what I mean? All right. Thank you, Jimmy. All right. I must say, you move, I'll make you sweat, I'll make you groove. All right. This right, bloody well right. Hey, child, while you shake that thing, I'm gonna make you burn, gonna make you sing. All right. That's right, bloody well right. Oh, yeah. So, all right, now, let him hear in Philadelphia, everyone. Ready? Here we go. Bum, 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 ba, Those guys would have been nothing without all that fancy electronic equipment, I'll tell you that right now. So, man, like I'm telling you, they wouldn't be nothing, you know. They had to have that stuff. That dude did not know where the microphone was. Like, he was probably getting off like a really rough gig on the road, man. And he was, you know, all he was probably doing is like, he was probably searching for the microphone. He's probably all tired, hadn't slept in days, and was drinking beer all night. And he probably like came in the studio going, I got it. Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed Mr. Spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. Mr. Spider, he just went back up his spout again. And it makes me wonder, itsy bitsy spider sat next to Miss Muffet. Does anybody remember Muffet? Hey mama,
Squirrel bourguignon. And spicy sauce. Yum! Love it, love it. There may be a future for me yet in food. Let's have lunch. As I was saying. No, I wasn't just saying that. Not really. That's just what Jack Parr said when he came back from The Tonight Show, having walked off the set like a week before. Yeah, he used the word water closet previously in the previous night's monologue is what happened. And the censors didn't like the word water closet. Wow. But, you know, so they nixed the bit and he was mad and then he walked off and then he came back the next week and he said, as I was saying. Famous talk show history thing there for you buffs. But that was like 1960. Nowadays we get live twerking. You know, it's a whole other, it's a new world. Maybe we should have a new twerking as we talk about our water closets. I don't know. That was headlines, man, way back when real men used lava soap. And that's exactly what I wanted to talk about today. Lava hand soap. You know, it comes in the red package. It has like a volcano on it. Yeah, it's a lava hand soap. It's in the Hall of Fame soap place. Yeah, it's a classic. Lava soap. First of all, wait a minute. Did I say that? Did I welcome everybody to the show yet? I know we're like halfway through. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I am clean though. I've washed my hands with lava soap. It's a whole other experience, which I'm going to get into. Anyway, so thanks for tuning in. You know, you should always welcome people to the show. You should always welcome people to the show. If you remember what you're doing. Do you remember what you're doing? I'm just holding. No, I'm not really getting lower. I was just testing the mic. See if it was okay. Show. Oh, yes, I'm Mark Dacey. Yeah, right, we did that part already. So anyway, lava soap. Let's get back to lava soap. All right, I picked up some lava soap last week. Haven't picked it up in a long time, but lava soap is like the Rheingold beer of soaps, if you ask me. You get where I'm? Yeah. We used to have it all the time downstairs in the slop sink in my old house when I was growing up. We had in the basement. It's real cheap, and if you get a bar, you got to wash your hands in a totally different way in order to utilize its special secret properties. Lava soap, I'm telling you, it contains lava. Yeah. What other soap contains lava? The name of it is lava. It's great. Yeah, man. Volcanic. It's volcanic soap, for God's sakes. Pumice. There's like real pumice in there. You don't get real pumice in there. It's unbelievable. It's real scratchy. And because it is, you can wash your hands by rubbing them up and down only. You can't revolve it like you can do with like smooth soap. You know how you revolve it in your hand? Revolve it in your hand like this smooth, slippery soap. In order to work lava, in order to get a lather up, my friend, it's no easy feat, let me tell you. So, No, no, no. First of all, you have to resist the tendency to want to revolve your soap. Okay? You think you can do that? Oh, well, test it out. It's a challenge. It's this week's soap challenge. Maybe I should have a different soap. That's a great idea. What do you think, Don? Every week we'll have a different soap on. We'll test its cleanliness ability or something. Or the ability to transfer, soap onto one's body. I don't know. Maybe not. But it sounds like a good idea now because I've been drinking coffee since like 4 o'clock this morning trying to think of something to say today. No. So anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, it's no easy feat to work up a lather. No. So, first of all, you have to resist the tendency to want to revolve it, okay, because you can't resist. It's not like a regular bar of soap. It ain't regular. It's covered in lava pumice from the center of the earth. It came up from a volcano. The 3 marks of Arnie Sognesson, James Kerr, James Mason, Gertrude the Duck. Remember Gertrude the Duck from the old movie? And Pat Boone. April love, April love. Okay. So, along with resisting the revolving hand motion, which has been imprinted on your brain because you've been using smooth soap all your life, relearning to simply rub up and down the bar can be, for most of us, a tasking situation. Back and forth. Just won't do it anymore, Martha. The up and downness won't produce the desired lather either. I mean, you can't go like that. You can't go like this. It's filled with prehistoric crystals of cleanliness, for God's sakes. It's lava. You're rubbing the dirt off with history, my friend. Yeah, geologic history. Yeah. It's from deep within the Earth's crust. It comes out and they put it in soap. From the center of the Earth. Do you remember the 1960 movie? Yeah, with all those guys, and they were stepping on like what they didn't think was a dragon's head. They were trying to get across this. It was there was a pond of phosphorescent acid, and they had to get like from one side of the cave in the center of the earth to the other side, and they had like these little rocks that they would step on to get across. But one of the rocks was actually like some sort of an acid dragon's head that they didn't know about. And once they gotten across, the dragon's head, of course, is going like that because they're walking on it. But they didn't know it was a head. They thought it was a rock in a phosphorescent pool. But it wasn't, and it started to make a noise like. Sort of like the opposite of Jaws, which goes like. Now everybody knows Jaws, but I think actually this predated Jaws. It didn't catch on for some reason. Anyway, that's where lava soap gets its grit. It's from this, which is surprising because it's so much more affordable than other competitive brands. The only thing is, it's harder to wash your hands with it. Unless, of course, you keep in mind, like before what I said about don't try and revolve it. Up and down, up and down, up and down. I, too, forget if, after a while, I have not purchased a bar of lava. It's time for more coffee. Lava would help. And I immediately start revolving it, and then I remember, what happens there? Nothing. No. So do it right, and you can save money. It's a cheaper soap. Behold, before long, you'll be saving a lot of money. And also save the foamer soap bottle. Refill it with just a little bit of liquid soap and the rest with water, and voila, more foaming action. No need to buy more pre-foamed soap. Make your own foam, for goodness sakes. Oh, yeah. Spending money for Christmas? Haven't I just saved you some money? That's at least the reason why you should be watching this show. I feel like Martha Stewart suddenly. Tips on how to save money with your soap. Anyway, lava challenge you. It's the lava challenge. Take the lava challenge today, won't you? No, it is. It challenges you to think differently about something you've learned. Because you want to revolve, you've learned to do that. Now you got to de-learn that and try something else in order to get your lather up. So it's existential, is what I'm saying. But if you stop moving, you stop living. Change is the essential process of the universe. The only thing that never changes is change itself. Only those who take a chance can have an option on peace. Lava, the thoughtful soap. L for lava. Love. Love lava today, won't you? Let's take a break. That was pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy, but it was informative. Huh? Sure it was. Okay. For the past 2 shows, we've had Ellen MacLeay come and play on a piano, which has not been very much in tune. So today I brought down my piano tuner and I tried to tune it up best I could, but we need a pro now, it occurs to me, because I am just a semi-pro. In fact, I'm more of a semi than I am a pro. In fact, I'm not even a semi. So what I tried to do today with the piano was, try and help. We took out the clinkers. But I also wanted to introduce Ellen to you today because last couple of times that she was on the show, we didn't even actually spend time getting to know one another or letting our audience know who Ellen MacLeay is. First of all, she's a very gifted and talented pianist, and I want to introduce her and bring her onto the show right now. Ellen MacLeay, hi.
It's a great pleasure to be here, Mark.
Last time, I didn't even introduce you to anybody, and I feel bad. Like you always say, "Oh, here's Ellen MacLeay playing stuff," and you're so gifted, you're so wonderful. It's so nice to listen to you. I know that you have some Bach pieces or some Beethoven for us today, and that's really great. But you know what? I wanted to talk a little bit about you. What I'm listening to you inside my head, I'm hearing, oh boy. There's lots of lessons going on there. There have been lots of lessons going on that's when you started. And when did you start playing?
Right from the beginning.
Right from the beginning.
And yes, I did do a few years at Juilliard. Yes, I did get a degree in New York at Marymount, Manhattan. Music was all a part of my life, has always been a part of my life. I did a New York debut at Carnegie Hall, and I always knew where the critic was. He was the one right up in the rafters, in the balcony, because all my friends were looking over his shoulder as he was writing.
Yeah, with those big signs that he holds up and say 9, 4, no, yeah. Well, yeah.
But it was a lovely evening, a lovely review, and I went on and played on the National Landmark Series in New York City, and from there I played at ICA Agency through Europe, and we made a number of tours. And I recorded for Ictius Records in Italy.
All right,
it's
Ellen,
a subsidiary
now
of
you're
Sony.
bragging, okay.
It was just a story of a journey.
A
journey. And I've seen so many people, played in so many wonderful places, and of course come away with so many good memories.
That's just great. You know what? And isn't it great to be doing what you love and having it take you places, meeting people, doing things? It's really just the creative life that really, takes its own heading, and just sends you in directions you never thought you'd go. You never thought you'd see things and meet people and do stuff like that. Art can really work wonders, huh?
It's the joy of my life.
So now, when you were a kid, did you say, "Mom, I really don't want to play the piano," or did you really like your lessons? Did you?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because when I was little, I kept hearing my grandmother playing and singing at the piano and having
you
a
said,
wonderful
"Move
time.
over, babe. I can play this better than you. What are you doing?" No, but that's great. Yeah. So there was always music in the house then.
Always.
Yeah.
And when I put my mom's house up for sale, I kept both my grand pianos in the living room. And filled my little house.
I thought you were going to say, and when we moved into the house and I took over, we found a separate little chamber in the basement where they used to tie you up and say that piano right now. You come back in 2 hours. No.
It's always been the joy of my life.
It's always been a great memory. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's very good. Yeah. Me too. That's the way I feel about my music and what I've been able to do with it. So that's great. Thanks for coming down. You know what? And once again, I apologize for its discontinuity with regards to tunability. And I think we're going to have somebody come in and do it the right way. But in the meantime, I know that you can make it sound beautiful because that's what you've done when it was completely out of tune the last couple of times. So I'm really looking forward to what you have to offer us today. And can you tell us who that is?
Oh, thank you. I'm playing a rondo by Beethoven. It's the last movement of one of his sonatas. And here it is.
Ellen MacLeay, thank you. Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
Wowee, that was beautiful.
It's fun.
I love Billy Joel. Really, No.
So do I.
Ellen will be back a little bit later in the show. That was just sensational. I saw myself dancing the minuet there in France or Germany or Bavaria. That was beautiful. Well, I could play like two of those notes and not at the same time. Yeah, but like, yeah, I see myself dancing. And I did want to talk about dancing. I do have a question. Question. Do they still have mixers in high school? Do they still have dances in high school? I don't even know. I mean, I know a lot of under 20s who live in their phone, but not exclusively. That probably wouldn't work at a dance. Although, I don't know. I mean, if no one talked to a stranger or no one looked up from their phone at a mixer or a dance, how would you meet the girl or the guy of your dreams? So my question is, are there dances? Are there mixers? Are there DJ nights at high school anymore? How do you meet somebody? Or so... I mean, in high school, I'd go to a mixer. You would hear the band echoing, reverbing down the hall as you got a little bit closer. Then you'd walk into this cavernous, darkened, cave-like wonder world. Okay, it was a gym with the lights turned down. But it had aluminum streamers coming down from the ceiling and crepe paper dolls and stars made of styrofoam, strings and ribbons blowing in the air, mysticky and magicy. And there was a slowly rotating, multifaceted mirror ball in the middle of the room with like all kinds of, shining colored lights on it. So when it turned, it created this whole thing with the wonderment of it all. Shafts of light were going around and around. And I mean, it was better than the Under the Sea dance at Back to the Future. But anyway. I mean, you could walk up to a perfect stranger, a girl you didn't know. Oh, she didn't have to be perfect, because you certainly weren't. Your tie was off like that. Maybe your hair came down. When I had hair, I could have done that better. And then you could say, "Hi, excuse me, may I have this dance?" And she would look at you and say, "No." But then 5 minutes later, you get up the carriage again to say, "Excuse me, can I have this dance?" And she'd look at you and say, "No," but maybe by the third or fourth person that you met, he or she would say hi, and sure, and why not? And then, here's the best part. You get to hold this stranger, okay, in your arms, or like around you could feel them, you could feel their bodies, pressing up against yours. Oh, complete stranger. Oh my God, you do that today, you get thrown in prison. But when in high school, when I was a kid, in high school, well, you used to be able to, what was I saying? No, and then you could actually, you could smell their hair, you could smell his cologne, whoever you are, a woman, man, girl or boy at that point. Yeah, and then it was, and I think that there was an emotional, educational, socialization process going on, a tutorial on rejection and accomplishment. That's what you kind of learned. Plus, it was romantic and kind of sexy. It was like a groove thing. I don't know. Do they have them anymore at high schools? How do the girls meet and greet their guys and their guys meeting girls and whatever? So, this is what I'm thinking. Since it's kind of like a learning thing, and you get to meet people, strangers, and talk to them and hold them, I'm thinking maybe Washington, D.C. should hold a mixer, right? Decorate the Capitol Rotunda, streamers and the blinking lights and the Christmassy things are around, stars that are twinkling, holding on you with like ribbons and junk. It'll be great. Blah, 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 blah. Really, it would be great. People could hold each other and talk. They could maybe get some bills passed. I don't know. Imagine, if you will, John Boehner and Nancy Pelosi in a warm embrace. Love, look at the two of us. Barack Obama and Michelle Bachmann, doing the cha-cha. Hey, and kind of holding each other for just a moment. Joe Biden and Chris Christie. Oh, wait, he's anti-gay. No, that wouldn't work. Sorry, Chris. Hillary and Dick Cheney. And then she'd give him a good knee punch and kind of wake him up, a little bit. Well, let's hold a Washington mixer. That would be great. Let's hold a Washington mixer. The Republicans would have to put down their phones. They turn your phone in at the door. They wouldn't be able to do this all the time. They'd have to agree to talk to somebody. Your government at work. And now, right now, here is a word from your government at work.
Honey, Honey, gather up the dependents. I'm starved.
The what?
The 2 dependents we claim. Be a good spouse and bring them to the table.
Have you finished the taxes yet?
Of course, my lovely 223-.
Honey, my social security number starts with 233. Uh-oh. You haven't mailed the taxes yet, have you?
Please double-check each name and social security number on your U.S. income tax form. Include the correct first name, middle initial, and last name of all dependents, along with their correct social security numbers, because just one wrong name or number could delay your tax refund.
I was too busy acting like a big shot. I didn't double-check.
Oh, sweetheart. Last night when you were out bowling, I made the corrections.
You did? Oh, honey, I'm nuts about you.
The old days when things used to work, even if they didn't. Hey, you could go back and fix stuff. Nowadays, you say one wrong thing and believe me, you're in deep. Anyway, well, we don't have to talk politics. We have a wonderful and very talented musician with us today. I even hesitate to say musician because she's so much more than that. So again, I'd like to reintroduce to the show Ellen MacLeay. Ellen, what do you have for us on our second selection?
I'm going to play a fugue by Bach. A fugue is a theme, and he keeps repeating the theme again and again, stacking it.
Like a multi-recording, as it were. In layman's terms, that would be me.
Thank you.
All right, then. Wow! Now I keep saying wow because this is so nice to hear this live, to be played so wonderfully. Now, is this Bach?
Yes.
So, when he first presented this was a piece which was solicited or commissioned?
This is a piece that forms a part of the well-tempered clavichord, or clavier. Bach wrote every prelude and fugue, and they come in 2 books, in C major, C minor, C sharp major, C sharp minor, every step through the scale. And thus he is creating the well-tempered scale.
And so when he did this, was this at the behest of the king, or who was supporting his art at that time? Who was supporting his music?
Well, he worked for a number of churches. He worked for a number of kings and nobility. Mostly the churches were.
So would he create this for a church piece or
No,
a
this
royal?
was for his harpsichord, because during Bach's life, he never saw a pianoforte. It was during the life of his sons they began to see it. He had 3 sons, all of whom went on and became great musicians themselves.
Without a record company or promotion? No contract?
Word got around.
Word got around. This guy Bach, man, you gotta check him out. He'll make you dance and stuff. And the king
That
likes him,
too.
so you're gonna have to like him too.
That too.
That's great.
And his well-tempered clavier is 48 preludes and fugues, clavier meaning keyboard.
Oh, I knew that.
Of course.
Yeah. Now. Thank you. Ellen MacLeay, and we hope to have Ellen back. You're so very nice to come down and grace us with your presence. Please come to the show anytime. You're adding class to this thing here.
I'm very honored, and I thank you one and all.
Yes. Well, there you go. Talk about making, nowadays you can't, there's no king. The king won't come down to your to the restaurant and go, you're playing that very cool Billy Joel piece. I really like it. Do you have any of your own? And you would say, yeah. And you'd play it. And the king would, be able to pay you for whatever you're going to do at home and finish it off. No, you can't do that these days. Yeah, you got to send your stuff to the record companies, and the record companies go, except for the 1% who really matter and who really have some, because they signed the contract. Speaking of signing contracts, okay, the contract with America, I just got to go. All right, okay. Here's the thing I'm going to say about the Health Care Initiative, otherwise known as the Affordable Health Care Act, called by many Obamacare. Until, of course, it succeeds, and then all the Republicans will distance his name from it as much as possible. But you can call it Obamacare right now. In fact, President Obama was calling it that just the other day. First, President Obama said like a million times, you can keep your insurance plan if you like it. That was my imitation of President Obama. Thank you very much. No, he said that. You can keep your insurance plan if you like it. He said that campaigning for it. He said that when he passed it, and he said that after the Congress and the Senate of the United States of America made it into law. You know what law is, right? You know what law is. Okay, right. It's like that thing that keeps us functioning as a nation, law-abiding citizens and all that. Things like saturate before using, close cover before striking, do not remove under penalty of law, stop, very good one, and the all-important sanitized for your protection. All these laws, they kind of guide the way that we live. They control our very lives, and we are happy to follow them. So, the president has been saying you can keep your own plan thing a long time now, and then it's put into action, and I use that term lovingly. It's been turned into action. But you're telling me that no other representative, no other congressman, senator knew about this little inaccuracy, this little thing about, I don't know about that, getting your policy back. Nobody says a peep before it goes into effect. Well, or they're going, hee, I know about that thing about when it goes into effect and they have the insurance that they have, but they're going to lose it. It's going to be so funny. We're going to make fun of them. It's going to be great. And maybe the president will say something that will, be contrary to that. We can make fun of him too. It's a freaking law, and nobody reads it through before the legislative body, makes it into law. They're making us do things by law, the whole entire nation, and nobody's reading the contract. It's like a record company from the 70s, I got Billy Joel to sign this thing. I'm sure we can get Bruce Springsteen to sign this thing. They get like a dime every 27 million that we sell. It's a standard contract. Just sign it. What's going on, man? Come on. Really, really, nobody pips in, nobody pipes up. Nobody read the thing? No, they're waiting for Obama to interpret it for everybody? Come on, these guys passed it. What are they doing? It's like, this is what's going on. All right, Dave, I'll tell you what. Just throw some of that highway money my way, and I'll give you a vote on that medicine bill thingy that you're trying to pay. Are we square? Are we square here? Huh? Well, Walter, it says here on page 225, line 17, page 41, if your plan is substandard and way too expensive, you might be forced to get a better and cheaper one. I don't have time to read that. I've got a golf date with Pat Robertson in 15 minutes. Are we square? So, why should they read it? Why should they read a bill that they're passing into law that affect all of us? Because they have a health plan that is like the best on the planet. Probably the best in the solar system, for all I know, maybe in the universe. I don't know what they got out there on Alpha Centauri. But here, the congressmen and the senators have a really good health plan. But they should read the one that they just passed. But nobody's read it until now. Oh, man. Just a bunch of hubbub. Anyway, And also, I've heard that now that most of the folks who have been dropped have found cheaper and better plans anyway. But please, come on, you guys. You got to talk to one another down there. The Republicans actually put down the phone, look at the Democrats, and talk to them, okay? Call the Geek Squad. Get the programming fixed. Get the robot Java encrypting network layering thing up right away, will you? Or simply take an unfolded paperclip and insert it into the back of your modem thusly, etc., etc., etc. Oh, man. You know? Really. Not a bad show, huh? Not a bad show. And by the time you see it, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'ma tell you why. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake, He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sakes. So have some good Christmas shopping there. Hanukkah shopping, Ramadan, Kwanzaa, summer solstice, whatever you got going, man. Want to thank my guest, Ellen MacLeay, for stopping by and doing such a wonderful performance. I want to thank Don MacLeay for photography and working the cameras and back of the cameras and doing his thing, y'all. Our show has been directed by Pat Marucki, the illustrious, and is filmed right here at VK Media on the East Coast. And we're available on Facebook. You can Facebook us right up, archived. Oh, it's crazy, man. It's like the new technology and the new age. Yeah, babe. I'm your host, for now, Mark Dacey. Saying adios, my friends.